What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nikolai Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about all the weapons so far that we know of in Black Ops 3. As you guys know, E3 was open to the public, and people could actually play the pre-alpha/alpha build of the game. And so a lot of people got hands-on experience with all these weapons that we're going to be talking about here today. Now, obviously, I was not at E3, so I can't tell you my hands-on experience of these weapons. A lot of this stuff is regurgitated information in terms of what they look like, how they feel, but I did want to get you guys this information because there's a lot to learn here and a lot of stuff to take a look at in terms of the weapons that are available right now for Black Ops 3. So before we get too far, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you guys like the video, be sure to like, rating down below. It really let us help the video as well as the channel out tremendously, and as always is greatly appreciated. But getting right into it now, let's start off with our assault rifles. The first one is the Man of War, the default assault rifle that you got. To me, whenever I look at the gameplay of this, not going off of what anybody else has said, it almost reminds me of the SWAT from Black Ops 2, and it also has the same attributes as it from what people have played with it, that being a low recoil but also a low fire rate. It's not actually a burst weapon though, that's the only difference. Next up we have the ARK-7, which is the normal style AK gun that we've seen here in so many Call of Duties. It looks like it just plays the exact same way as well. Next up we have the XR2, which is a 3-round burst weapon. We talked about this actually yesterday on my channel, that being its ties and affiliation to the Black Ops 3 zombie story, and what we'll be seeing in-game here in that regard. And to me, I feel like this is going to be the next M8A1, the weapon that everybody uses, the one that is extremely powerful and very versatile. We can see it probably make its way into the pro circuit as a fan favorite there, as well as just regular game lobbies, but it looks to be very high powered as well as quick firing if you do have a good trigger finger, but also it does have a great range, which is something that helps it out tremendously. Again, makes it similar to the M8A1 in my opinion. Next up we have the HVK-30, which to me kind of looks like an M4 from the games that we've seen here previously in the Call of Duty title, and from the gameplay that I've watched, it reminds me of it as well. The build almost resembles the Modern Warfare 2 M4 if I'm not mistaken, and that is just my own personal opinion on that, but the fire rate is actually very good on this. It just melts people with its fire rate, but also the range looks to be very good as well. Finally, we have the Shiva, which is honestly an incredible rifle. I've seen so much gameplay of this and talked to so many people that have actually used this. They said it's one of their favorite weapons in games so far, and I am hoping to be able to bring you guys some gameplay of the Shiva here tomorrow on the channel. We're going to be talking about that weapon a little bit more in depth because of how great it turns out to be and what it can actually be, probably being one of the best weapons in the game so far, and maybe even up into a beta and launch version of the weapon. So no promises on that just yet, but I am hoping to get you guys some gameplay here tomorrow of that weapon. Moving over into the SMGs, we have the Vesper, which is very similar to the Scorpion, but it has a lot more kick, and from gameplay that I've actually seen of it, it actually reminds me a little bit more of the Ripper from Ghosts, but again, that's just all personal opinion and preference. Next up, we have the Weevil, which is a P90 but has terrible range. It's going to be a close quarters dominant weapon, and something that the close quarters of the maps that we've seen so far can actually probably work out a little bit in that favor. Next, we have the Kuda, which to me resembles the MP5. It's not anything that is too incredible in terms of fire rate or range, but it does have a decent amount of damage, and if you can get your shots off quickly, you're going to be able to get some good kills with it. Finally, we have the VMP, which is the opposite of the Vesper. It's very high damage but has a low recoil, but the only downside to this is the slow rate of fire and the lower mag size. Other than that, this weapon I think would be a monster whenever you actually play with it in game. Next, there's one LMG, that is the Dingo. It's very bulky but manageable, and to me is perhaps similar to the LSAT in terms of the attributes that it has. But other than that, moving along to the snipers, there are two. The Locust, which is similar to the DSR. It's the bolt action that is available right now, and I think this is going to be a primary focus for the Black Ops 3 sniping community. Next, there's the Dracon, which is a semi-auto sniper, and from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks to me like it's almost like the Lynx, maybe even somewhat similar to the Black Ops 2 SVU and the XPR, but like a mixture of both, and that, I mean, in terms of the match somewhere in the middle of the damage of the XPR and the lowered kick of the SVU. It seems to be very powerful and almost a one-shot, maybe two in some areas, but also has the recoil that of the SVU. Now, moving along into the shotguns, there's the KRM-262, which is a pump shotgun. It has great range, and to me, very much so reminds me of the KSG. Next, we have the Haymaker 12, which is a semi-auto. It's almost like a spray and pray weapon, and partially reminds me of the M1216 scene from Black Ops 2. If you guys do remember that one, it was just a spray frenzy in which you actually had shotgun shells going everywhere. Not that much of a damage on that one, but this one seems a little bit better in terms of its actual damage properties. Finally, we have the pistols. There were 3 available with the E3 demo of Black Ops 3. The first one being the MR6, which is very high in damage, but has a very low recoil, so something very nice there. The RK5, which is very weak and not something that I would make as my first choice. And then finally, the LCAR 9, which is what a lot of people are using in their gameplays you'll be seeing around YouTube. That is a burst pistol and has been compared to the B23R, a more updated version of it, and is actually very great in range as well as damage. But that for right now is all of the weapons that are available in Black Ops 3 as per the E3 demo here in the past couple of days that have been playable by a lot of people, the open public as well as YouTubers alike. This is now going to be a little bit different, probably going up into the beta that we see here in August, but at the time, this is all that we know, and very much so a very good start on all of our information that we have for Black Ops 3 multiplayer and what we can be seeing here later on in the year. But that's where we're going to end the video up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just think down there in the comment section down below of these weapons, which ones do you look forward to using the most? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, be sure to like, rating down below, and share it to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace if you would. I thought it was greatly appreciated from here. Be sure to subscribe to the best quality Black Ops 3 content, any new news or information. You guys know exactly where to find it right from my channel. Like I said, we're going to be continuing this Black Ops 3 content grind here for the next couple of weeks. Can't wait to bring you guys the rest of these videos that I have planned for you guys. But thank you guys once again so much for watching. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.